Do not worry.
Howdy everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of Do Not Worry, episode 148, and the fourth episode in the War and Genocide edition. Today we are joined by Nour and Karine. How's it going, ladies?
Good. Great.
Welcome back. Karine, you haven't been here in a minute. Tell us,
Yes.
how's your adventure been with war, all that sort of thing?
You live the closest.
The closest to the danger zones and stuff?
Yeah, I live in Beirut, like in central Beirut. I guess had Ras Beirut. And it's been terrible, let me tell you. I don't know why I feel like I'm hyping it up. I mean, you guys know how it was. Like every time I hear any sort of sound, it could be like a car on the street or whatever, my heart falls out of my ass. There's no other way to describe, like, I know people who've heard the noises know the feeling of like when you hear like a distant strike or like even like the jidar sot, it just feels like I don't know, I can't function afterwards. That first night when they were first sending out the evacuation warnings at Dahiya, I didn't hear the sounds that day because I don't live close to Dahiya. But it's like, that was the worst night of my life. I remember sitting in bed and thinking, this is the worst night of my life. Because, like, you're live watching on the news, your country getting, fucking carpet bombed, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it was, like, barely, like, 5 kilometers away from me. It was just really bad. I don't know how else to describe it. And, once they started striking Beirut, first when we thought Beirut was a safe zone, it's not. They're doing the random, meaningless, inconsequential assassinations. And, for example, when they striked on Bishura, that's like 5 minutes away from my house. Like when they struck out last week on Basta, that's also like not that far away. Like, that's something I wanted to mention, actually. When like foreign agencies report on what's happening here, they're always like, oh yeah, strike in Beirut. But no one ever like imagines how small Beirut is in the grand scheme of things.
That's right.
Beirut is barely 20 kilometers squared. So like when something happens in Beirut, we all hear it, So every time they do anything, we all hear it, we all experience it, we all really bad. So anyway,
And I'm actually registered to vote in Bashura. And they hit my home district or whatever.
Really?
I've never lived there. I don't know why I'm there. That's where I vote. That's where I have to go.
That's
They hit my district. It's
yeah. But recently, my family and I moved up north Shui. We're not in Beirut right now.
Okay.
So thankfully,
That's good.
privileged enough to afford those fucking rents. By the way, landlords, your day in hell is
Fuck
coming.
Yeah. Landlords are the devil.
Yeah.
Well, we have a lot more to talk about. Before we get into it, I just want to thank. We got a bunch of new patrons between last week and now. We've got a couple of brand new abductee patrons, Fufe and Erica McCallion. We got some superhero patrons like A Rose for You, EK, and Samir Ansari, who's a friend of mine from the States, from college. I haven't seen Samir in years. Samir, thank you for your support, my man. And some God-tier patrons. We have Tamara Isa, who used to be an abductee patron, who has upgraded to a God-tier patron. Thank you, Tamara. And Google Sensors. Welcome to our God-tier patrons. And if you guys want to support this channel, a small independent channel, check out our Patreon link in the description. We really appreciate your help and support. This week we're going to be talking about, folks, Israel has been trying to split Lebanon up. They're trying to split us up. They're trying to cause internal strife, civil war, civil unrest. And some Lebanese people are taking the bait. You know what I mean? They want to split Lebanon into different zones, different cantons, whatever you want to call it. So for fun, and completely sarcastically, we're going to be splitting Lebanon into two halves, a Muslim half and a Christian half. See who gets to keep what, your favorite restaurants, your favorite malls. We're going to fight for them right now. And we're going to talk about a couple of other random things in the process. So let's get going. Starting with, it seems like some of you guys are sick of the kind of content that we have here, folks. Let me read this comment that we got. And I've gotten a couple of these over the past few weeks. This one is from CXRLSO. Hey guys, I really would rather you stick to your usual content and steer clear from discussing political matters, connected to war or not. I've been a fan for so long now, and I believe it's best for you to just stick to your regular content. Stay safe, y'all, with a heart.
That's crazy.
Why, thank you. Yeah, look, to me, I mean, I understand why people want to be distracted. In
Yeah,
these
let's stick to reacting to Joseph Shada.
Yeah, like I would love to react to El Maestro doing blackface. Believe me, there would be nothing more fun than that. But it would be kind of weird and awkward for us to, react to funny, silly videos and look at TikToks and stuff when people are getting bombed and burned to a crisp. So I don't know. It would be great to go back to I wish I didn't have to do this. I'm not qualified to do any of this. You guys might be, but I'm definitely not. So I would love to go back to a time where I can do things that I'm good at. But yeah, now is no such time, my man. What do you guys think? You want to go back to reacting to Birdalicious?
Not right now. We can't do that now. I know. Do you feel like it? Do you feel like listening about Bertilicious or again Joseph Shada?
I don't even want to talk about the war, to be honest with you. Right now, I do not want to record an episode of the podcast. I want to be like, I don't know, curled up in a ball and be depressed. But we have to be here. We have to do this. We got to keep talking because if we're not doing it, people stop doing it. And then, we just become another whatever. You know what I mean? And the news cycle moves so fast. People get over things so fast. No one's already talking about Lebanon anymore. It's already old news. You know what I mean? Khalas, no one cares.
Yeah, but like politics doesn't exist in a vacuum, especially in Lebanon. I mean, it's affecting all of us.
It is, of course. But
So it's not like we can't not talk about it.
I know. It's like, it's just look the other way. Don't look at this. Like, what are we supposed to talk about? I don't know. I don't understand.
But it's something we're living every day. How can you not talk about it?
I know. I guess maybe they want us to split the show into two halves. Let's talk about the serious war stuff, and then we just do some silly goofs. Just before we get to the splitting the country in between religions, let's just look at a couple of horrific things that recently happened. This photo right here, which is, I mean, at this point, unfortunately iconic, of trigger warning, by the way, might have to blur it out, of a young man being burned alive in a hospital tent in Palestine and Gaza. This happened just a couple of days ago. Here's a video of the young man right here.
Hello from the tent where we reside. I'm Shaban Ahmad, 19 years old. I'm a student studying software engineer. In this barbaric starvation war, we have displaced 5 times so far. Now we are in Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in the middle of Gaza, Deir al-Balah. I'm taking care of my family as I'm the oldest. I have 2 sisters and 2 little brothers and my parents. We live in a very hard circumstances, suffering from various things such as homelessness and limited food and extremely limited medicine. And
you can hear the drones nonstop in the back, by the way, like that buzzing sound. So like that's how these people are living. So I mean, here's so trigger warning again. Here's the video of the hospital massacre. We're gonna have to blur some of this out, I think, but it's important just to see the depravity. You can see people still moving, being burned alive. This is self-defense according to Israel, according to the United States, according to a lot of European nations, like the UK, Germany, lest we forget.
That is insane. Like, what can you do?
Yeah. Can you imagine the smell of people burning right there in front of you? Look, you can see the guy wallowing over there, Ashraf. Shaban Ahmad, sorry. Shaban Ahmad. And this is what the world has normalized. This is what we're supposed to be okay with.
Remember last year, like October 18 or something, when they fired at a hospital and then the US was like, they didn't fire at a hospital. It was a Hamas rocket that was misfired and they hit their own hospital. And then they've bombed every single hospital in Gaza since then.
There aren't any hospitals.
Nothing's happening.
No one gives a shit anymore.
This is business as usual.
They've completely normalized this. So now in any future war between any other country, when another country like bombs another hospital, who's going to bat an eye? Unless obviously if it's in Ukraine, if the Russians bomb a Ukrainian hospital, crazy, how dare they? But if it's an Arab hospital, who cares? They've been bombing hospitals in Lebanon. They've been targeting ambulances in Lebanon because now they've been claiming that ambulances are transporting weaponry. So here's a tweet by an Israeli general. The IDF recently revealed that operatives from Hezbollah are using ambulances to transport terrorists and weapons, so we warn against the continuation of this phenomenon and we call on medical teams to avoid dealing with Hezbollah operatives and not to cooperate with them. The IDF stresses that action will be taken against any vehicle carrying armed men, regardless of its type.
You need to kill yourself. I'm serious.
So here's a video of central Nabatieh, like completely in ruins, like destroyed and burned to a crisp. That is also in the south.
That's where I'm registered to vote.
Oh, really? Damn. Good luck finding your next voting station.
Yeah.
That's so messed up, bro. So I guess none of us can vote. That's what's happening.
It's over.
I can vote in Matan.
Not really. Oh my god, bro. Bro, I was watching videos today from like Dahye, like there was a clothing shop just burnt to a crisp, next to a little restaurant burnt to a crisp, all these little family businesses, man. It's like just crazy. Homes, culture, years of history, stories, just some fucking genocidal maniacs, bro, so that Americans can have a vacation country to go to. So just fucking come here, you motherfuckers. Also, Israel has been attacking the Irish troops, the UN Irish troops. Israel has been just like completely disregarding everything. And like, so let me read this tweet. This is how close the Israeli bombs are getting to UN troops in Lebanon. Pure intimidation. So you can see a photo of, like an explosion very close to UN trucks. Pure intimidation. The voices you hear in the background are Irish troops. They have no intention of being intimidated. They stand on the side of the oppressed. They are soldiers for peace. We love the Irish here, as you guys know. For any Irish viewer that we have, you guys are the best. The Irish have stood in solidarity with Palestinians and now with Lebanon. And now they refuse to be intimidated and they refuse to leave their posts. And here's a video of them kind of just laughing at Israelis trying to scare them.
Holy fuck, boys. You can see the rocket coming down.
Yeah. I love Irish accents.
You can see there's no love lost there. Hey, look over there.
Yeah, they've been through similar struggles.
Yeah.
Where's the length of them? They're probably the height the two of us put together.
ولاد قصر.
What I would really love for, like, not love, but like, if anything happens to one of these soldiers, I really would love for fucking Ireland to like declare war on Israel and just fucking send their troops over, bro, and like fucking help us. Like, that would be fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what the world should be doing at this point, like just declaring war on this fucking savage nation.
They fucking fired like chemical weapons at them.
Yeah,
like 15 of them got injured.
True, and they also hit like a tower. So another UN peacekeeping force in Lebanon says 2 peacekeepers in hospital after a fall, from a fall after Israeli tanks struck watchtower. And yeah, they did use some chemical weapons, and like some people were having issues breathing, even though they wore masks and stuff like that.
Isn't it crazy how psychotic this war has been? Because they're rewriting every single quote-unquote rule of war that's ever been fucking written by any nation ever, and it's just been like getting more and more psychotic as like things go on. It's just there's absolutely no limit. There's no limit. There's no limit.
No one cares.
There's no limit.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want. I don't know. It's been so hard to wrap my head around that. The fact that there's no fucking limit.
Yeah, and we're screaming into a void at this point. You know what I mean? Like.
No, we're screaming not into the void. We're screaming into a circle at each other.
Yeah.
Saying أنت ما تحكي هيك أنت ما تحكي هيك أنت اللي عم تعمل هيك. Just fuck off. We're screaming at each other.
Here is a village called Yarun in Lebanon, before and after. Here's at the top. Look at that. Little homes, farms, agriculture, and it is completely destroyed. Yarun is a biblical town in Lebanon. It is a town mixed with Greek Orthodox centennial churches and Shia Muslim population living side by side in prosperity. Completely destroyed. No one can return. They've made it completely unlivable. Just another small accomplishment.
Ancient village. Hey.
It's horrifying. There's just a couple of things that I want to react to on Lebanese social media. This was I was supposed to read this last week, but I forgot. So there's this lady who follows me on Instagram, by the way. I'm sure she's really sweet. Her name is Eliane Swaibi. She's a career professional. Like, she'll help you get a job. She'll teach you like tips and tricks about getting jobs, how to have your resume.
I don't know why, Karine. She's very familiar to me.
Maybe
she's super familiar. I don't know.
She seems really nice. I think she follows me on Instagram. So she added this thing I think this was an Instagram story. I saw this on Twitter. It's like, yes, Lebanon, this is part of our experience and skills. So on LinkedIn, she put that being a Lebanese citizen
I saw that.
is part of her work experience. And let's read this together. And she's encouraging all us Lebanese people to add that on our LinkedIns, on our resumes. So let's see what that's about. So experience, Lebanese citizen. Lebanon, full-time, from March 1986 until present. So 38 years she's been a Lebanese person. Let's see what
That
this
is
says.
her age.
I never imagined needing to formally list this as an experience. Growing up Lebanese in Lebanon, navigating unimaginable simultaneous challenges while still pursuing our lives, careers, and goals has been the norm. Working under bombs and war, airplanes, cycles of war, explosions, assassinations, economic and socio-political crises, blocus. What's blocus?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Blocus. And I guess not having a president like POTUS, blocus. And infrastructure failure has been often called resilience, marking our agility, adaptability, and strong determination to move forward despite surreal conditions. We have by far exceeded the definition of resilience.
The skill is Lebanese.
So, yeah, that's the. Hey, will you be adding Lebanese to your resumes, CVs, LinkedIn's?
No, it gave me trauma more than skill, I feel.
Yeah, I haven't been working very well since this thing started.
Like, I'm not gonna
My
lie.
bad.
Yeah, at this point, I'm starting to crack under all the pressure. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I
same.
think like you're gonna have very traumatized employees with PTSD. Anytime someone drops a glass of water, like someone is like, what? We're gonna be terrified. So they're gonna duck under cover, under a table and hide.
Man, unrelated. I miss going to work. I have a job, it's on site. It's been remote since, and I'm like, God, I miss going to work.
It's pretty
Genuinely.
crazy. I mean, I work remotely, so I mean that's been nice. But everyone's been super understanding, and they kind of lowered the pressure the first couple of weeks. So you got to get back to work at some point, and you got deadlines, and you got stuff, and you're getting on Zoom calls and sending emails, and it's crazy.
I'm so sick of resilience. I just want to crack and cry.
I know, right?
Nothing.
You know who is cracking and crying?
Who?
Our boy. Mansour. We haven't talked about Mansour in a while. If you guys don't know, there was a little lawsuit situation going with the Feddo family and Mansour and then the daughter. I forgot the name of the daughter. Michelle. فوق راسنا. We were not looking for any beef. نحن هلا we're just happy to see that Mansour is safe during the war. But he's sad and he's grown up. Like I haven't seen these people in a long time. We've been blocked on all their channels.
Damn.
They've retracted the lawsuit, so we're fine, folks. But Mansour is a big boy now, and his voice is cracking. He's hit on full puberty. His sister looks the exact same, but Mansour has grown a lot, and he's upset. He ain't doing good because of the war. So let's see how our boy's doing.
Bonsoir. منصور ليه زعلان؟ ضربوا من شوي هنا عم يجيبوا السوشي ضربوا.
جد؟
انأذيت؟ كلنا انأذنا حياتي.
كثير كنا قاعدين هيك رايقين شوي نعم عن جد.
وبدنا نفشكر انا بالاكل مشان
فيش خلقك انا مشان هيك يا مامي طلبت لكم سوشي بدكم تذوقوا؟
مع انه انا بس ناكل بس لازم ناكل.
يلا حبيبتي هلا اول لقمه بتفتح نفسك ما بأثر.
I hate that I'm blocked.
الله يحمي الجميع.
On my FYP.
ان شاء الله
I
ما
have
يكون في
another
أضرار.
account just for them.
It
I
looks
follow
like
no
crap.
one but them.
How's he been doing?
انت
ماشي حاله؟
حبيبتي.
Mansour?
Oh no. It's wartime.
Using a spoonful of soy sauce is crazy work.
شو يا منصور؟
شو يامي كتير طيبين؟
يومي مش كثير طيبين.
La.
He's got
Come
some
on.
attitude.
طيب يلا صحتين صحتين.
Oh, he's sick of it. He's
La,
sick
la.
of it.
This should stop the war. This
Yeah,
video
exactly.
stops the war.
If only the Zionists knew what they were doing to little Mansour. He doesn't have the stomach to enjoy his sushi. خلاص, just put your weapons down. Leave us the south. اتركوا حرروا غزة. خلاص, شو بدكم؟
ما إلهم نفس بس شو بدهم يعملوا.
They have to eat sushi.
They have to eat the sushi.
So I just saw this tweet today. I figured by the time you watch this on Thursday, we'll know if this is real or not. But hey, let's read it. Maybe some good news by Omar Tammo. Lebanon received a kind of guarantee from the U.S. that Israel will reduce its attacks on Beirut and the city's southern suburb. Prime Minister Najib Mikati tells Al Jazeera in an interview.
ثانية شو
When was
يعني
this?
kind of guarantee
It's
in
a
quotes.
kind of it's like, hey, you know,
50%.
We can't promise you, but they might reduce the amounts of bombs. Only بس بالداحية. The South, we're gonna fuck that shit up. Don't worry, بس إنه الداحية maybe we can look into possibly maybe
I call bullshit.
reducing. Thinking about it. Anyways, I just take a sleep.
This has been in talks for a bit, but it's like.
I just saw this tweet. I figured I would share. Nour Arida made a video, folks. A video of hope with her daughter. We're definitely gonna have to mute the music here, but let's see. I mean, look, it's nice. So she's a cringe
The
influencer.
video is in response to the guy from last week who was reading the story to his kid.
Oh, so I thought that was it, but like it is for sure.
I know. It looks like it.
Yeah. So there.
Wait.
So we watched a video of like a dad reading like a book. He wrote a book about like how Lebanon is gonna be for the Israelis. An Israeli dad. He's like, "We're gonna take Lebanon. Oh, not now, but soon. Look, you see the mountains there. It is not ours yet, but it will be soon, little Jacob." So these
Turned
fuckers.
French for a bit.
Yeah, it did.
So these little fuckers, they sounded French.
You sounded French.
No, Jacob. That's how they talk. Anyways. Now Nour Arida, I guess, is doing a response to those fuckers. Let's watch.
Isla and Lebanon. على مر التاريخ كان في كتير بلدان عينن على لبنان وجربوا ياخدوها منا بس هيدا مستحيل. بعلبك عمرها 9000 سنة جبال عمرها 7000 سنة طرابلس عمرها 3000 سنة البترون عمرها 3500 سنة الأرز
For some reason البترون feels like عمرها 5 سنين bro. يلا نزلوا على البترون مايله. البترون عمرها شي 6 سنين. البترون مثل ما
Yeah, the one we know.
ايه البترون as you know it عمرها 6 سنين نور عريضة. Look, this is cringy obviously, but no, it's kind of sweet I guess. Like look now.
Yeah.
Influencers are doing what they can. Okay, they have to adapt. They're struggling. This isn't what she does. This isn't what we do. So she's like, what can I do? Let's just read together. Definitely that music, by the way, is a copyright. But that she's like, what can I do? Let me read a storybook with my little daughter. It's harmless. Look, it's harmless. Is this going to stop the war? No. Is this going to teach Israelis the truth about Lebanon? No. Is it going to make her feel better about herself? Absolutely. And that's what matters at the end.
That's what matters.
Pamela El Kik.
Oh, I love my queen.
Internet, social media queen. She just goes on
Internet
podcasts
sensation.
and says the wildest shit.
She's an actress.
She's an actress. But like she's been going viral for the podcast.
Yeah.
Folks. But now she's going viral for just making a bunch of AI photos of herself, with Lebanese flags, like in honor of Lebanon.
And
so
destruction.
Destruction. So here's one. Here's two, as like she's like a Greek goddess or something. I don't know, like in Biblos.
She's very obsessed with herself.
Another one. So this was the back shot. Now we have the front shot of her standing.
But that AI is really good.
She got some good prompts in that AI. She knows how to use prompts and stuff. So here's another.
Skinny.
He's on like a roof. So I got the hiccups. She's on some rooftop. She redid the dog meme, bro. She literally did the meme. Let's get the meme right here. You guys recognize it. You all know the meme.
I love this.
She literally did that meme. It's my favorite meme, by the way. This meme really does represent every Lebanese person with a job. Final photo right here. This looks like she's in downtown during the Thawra, holding a flag. What is this about? I hate AI art. I'm gonna just be real with you guys. It just freaks me out. It just disturbs. Like it just looks weird. As soon as you see AI art, you can tell that it's AI art. I can't put my finger on what I don't like about it most of the time.
Why does it look weird? Yeah.
I just don't like it. Okay, you got that uncanny valley type thing going.
Uncanny for sure.
But anyways, Pamela El Kik, thank you for your service. Thank you for saving Lebanon with these AI generated images.
Yeah,
The more she posts, I think the more. Will protect Lebanon.
She posted a grid on her Instagram. It's like, want a picture, and it's like it does a whole grid, and it was like a cross. And I was like, wow.
Finally, in terms of social media stuff, we gotta talk this real quick. There's a disgusting American streamer called Asmongold.
Oh my god, I saw it.
The guy's nasty as hell. Okay, he's known for being dirty. Like if you look at his streaming, how are we gonna look at it? His streaming setup is like it's all just about like I'm just gonna look this up.
Have you heard of him before?
But
yeah, I knew
Is he
him before.
popular?
So he's very popular. This is his streaming setup right here. You can see the nasty ass, like all the soda cups on his table. He doesn't clean anything up. Bags of Doritos and chips everywhere and pizza boxes. He literally went viral like a couple of months ago, I think, for finding a dead rat in his room. And I tweeted about this, and then I shit you not, people started to write me this in the comments. I thought they were lying, but I've seen it so many times that I guess it's true. He kept the dead rat in the room, and in the morning when the sun would like hit his bedroom, the rat would like smell like shit a little bit, and that would wake him up. He would use the smell of the dead rat as his alarm clock.
No.
I thought that was fake, bro, but I got that response on Twitter so many times. This is how nasty this dude is. This is just some context because we're gonna hear what he said. Here's a picture of him. Here's a picture of him streaming with a cockroach walking on him. He doesn't even know. He doesn't even flinch. There's like just a roach crawling on him as he's live streaming on Twitch. So this is the level of disgustingness that we're talking about right now. We have another nasty photo of him, I think.
What does he stream?
Yeah. Here's his sink.
Games?
Just like he just chatting. I think he plays video games. So he also just like chats and talks about like random stuff. He just does a bunch. So that's his sink. The dude's disgusting. Okay. Now let's hear what he says about Arabs or Palestinians and stuff like that. Just after that nice little context.
If you want to consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people, they have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing.
He's not gonna throw
So
out
gross.
And how much did they kill? As many as they can.
He looks so inbred, bro.
They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
So I think he just got banned on Twitch. Like I was checking Twitter. He might have gotten banned. It's probably a temporary ban. Like Hassan, our boy, my friend of the show, my best friend, Hassan, he got banned on Twitch for saying cracker. He said cracker once and he got banned. So it's crazy. And speaking of my BFF Hassan, he got on a call with him right after this happened, and they talked for like 3 hours. They had a debate. Hassan tried to like set him on the right path. Still got banned. He's still an idiot, obviously. But like Hassan tried to do his best. I put out a tweet.
Is this what they call an incel?
Oh, definitely,
yeah.
definitely. That man has more like coke in his
makes
system
so much sense.
and Mountain Dew than blood. So I put out a tweet that as of now has 14,000 likes.
Wow.
This
Hit
guy,
tweet, Anthony.
yeah, I'm like, this guy is so filthy. He found a dead rat in his room. But yes, please lecture us about the West's superior culture. And to that tweet, people were responding like, "Yo, not only did he find a dead rat, he used it as an alarm clock and wouldn't clean it up." So that's how I found out about that.
That is crazy.
So, crazy, super nasty, but he's been taken care of.
What?
Okay, he's been banned for now. Hassan fucking lectured him for 3.5 hours, so we should be good to go. But like that's what a lot of Americans consume, like content like this. They watch dumbass streamers like this guy who just casually spew this shit and talk about like inferior and like and he kept going back to like, but they don't let people be gay in Gaza, so they just like, bro, believe me. People in Palestine right now would much rather just have their land and be free than they'll let them worry about gay rights once they have basic human rights.
Once they can live.
Yeah, stop throwing gay rights in people's faces as if it makes anyone fucking superior.
It's so crazy that he's calling us inferior, and you have a dead rat in your room. What the?
It's disgusting,
crazy.
bro. I know he's like the most disgusting person. And like, and speaking of like Damon and like the West touts, we love gay people, we love gay rights. It's all about that. But like the West is also like a bit extreme when it comes to a lot of things. Like look at this video of Germany, for example. Okay, this is people walking around in Germany.
Oh, this.
Germans love, they look down on Arabs. You guys, your society, you're depraved. You can't do this, so you don't let people do that. Well, is this your idea of a fucking Western society? A bunch of people walking people like dogs on the street. Like I know, let people have their own fetishes and do whatever the fuck you want at home, and if you're not harming anyone. But like, is this the ideal? Is this what you want the Arab world to be? Like,
This is so scary.
like how fucking stupid. Like this is
It's
terrorism.
kinda scary.
This is horrifying, bro. And if I'm walking down the street and I see, and my kids see this, bro, or like I'm sorry, again, I'm all for gay pride, but like gay pride parades in
That's
the
a
States.
straight couple.
You have a bunch of people walking around straight up naked in the States at gay pride parades, swinging their fucking dicks at kids. Like, I'm sorry, if this is your idea of the West, we don't want it. Okay? Gay rights, all of that. Like, just no dick swinging in people's faces. Here's another video in Germany.
It's always fucking Germany.
Always Germany. They're arresting a man for wearing a Palestine t-shirt.
But the dogs are fine.
The puppy girls.
Yeah, you can walk around as a dog
Puppy
on a
girls.
leash. You can walk around on a dog as a dog on a leash in Germany. Western civilization, human rights. You know, first world country, but wear a t-shirt with the
He
Palestinian.
wasn't even protesting. He's just sitting.
Nothing. It's just making people uncomfortable. They don't let you wear these t-shirts on planes anymore. And I wonder if this is going to happen with the Lebanese flag soon. I don't know. Sir, your Lebanese t-shirt is making people uncomfortable on this plane. Would you mind changing it?
That's crazy.
Or we'll escort you off of this flight? Or so yeah, that's the kind of shit we're dealing with.
Kiss.
Here's an obnoxious video of some Israeli soldiers dancing in like an abandoned school, I think, in Gaza or something.
Why are we self-harming right now? I know it smells crazy
Yeah,
in there.
they look miserable.
I just gotta say, bro, you cannot use the fucking Karate Kid and make fucking jokes while you're genociding people in Gaza, bro. You keep the quotes from Karate Kid out of your dirty fucking Zionist mouth, you motherfucker. The teachings of Mr. Miyagi have no place in genocide. And apparently all of these motherfuckers have been killed. I saw it on Twitter. I can't prove it, but when I saw a bunch of pictures, apparently they've all been liquidated, or most of these guys. I can totally imagine these guys in a club in New York. I can imagine this guy like, hey, I'm from Israel. And then like if he's like, you know, casually murdering children and then goes back and parties in the States as if like nothing happened. Oh, Jakob, he's the life of the party. He's so funny when he dances. Just don't ask him about his war crimes.
Yeah, they're the funniest.
Bro, you have to fucking bro, when you travel to Europe and the States, you have to hang out with these fucking people, bro. Like, you see them in casual settings. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a fucking Israeli dude who's in the fucking IDF who just fucking came back from murdering women and children. And then like, oh, hey, Jakob's here. He's so funny. Yo, what's up, Jakob? How was your vacation, huh? It's like...
That's crazy.
Like, imagine being Lebanese or like Palestinian and like
God.
having to fucking stomach that shit, bro. Like, I would go crazy in the States at this point. I don't know what I'd do if I see a motherfucker like that walking into a fucking restaurant and then I find out that he's in the IDF or that he's a Zionist. Like, bro.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Who doesn't love Jerry Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld was recently spotted at a baseball game, Mets game. Are the Mets a baseball team? I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here he
Go
is
Mets.
at a Mets game and he says like, go IDF or something like that. Let's just see.
Jerry, my brother's watching from the Gaza border. Can I get a video for him? Yeah, he's on the Gaza border staying up late at night to watch. Can I get a video for him? Let's go, Jerry. Let's go, Red. Let's go, IDF. Let's go, IDF.
Nah, you need to kill yourself.
Face of a devil. Let's go, IDF. Bro, I fucking hate Jerry Seinfeld, bro.
Who the fuck likes Jerry Seinfeld? He was like the worst on his own show.
Fine. Yeah, he was at least funny person. Finally, the Israeli Minister of Finance just shared these gems about, I guess, the next countries that they'd like to take over. I can't remember. I want a Jewish state. A state that operates according to the values of the Jewish people.
You already have one.
ים ונגמרת בנהר. בשלב הזה או שבעצם אנחנו גם יוצאים מעבר הירדן? בשלב הבא. בסדר, לאט לאט.
Oh, bit by bit.
תדע ישראל, תדע ירושלים, תתרחב עד דמשק. זאת אומרת, אנחנו רק ירושלים, עד דמשק.
He wants Damascus, huh?
They also have fucked up names.
Elle inclut les territoires palestiniens,
Oh, it's French.
mais aussi des territoires en Jordanie,
Jordan,
en Syrie,
Syria,
au Liban,
Lebanon.
en Irak, en Égypte ou encore en Arabie Saoudite.
Bro, plus they can get all of these, but Saudi Arabia will like
Yeah.
be like, nah.
Mes ennemis dans le débat
They're the only ones with money and the resources to like stop them. But who gives weapons to Saudi Arabia? The U.S. Will the U.S. make sure that Saudi is powerful enough to stop the Israelis? Probably not. So ultimately, I do see this being a possibility.
They have the what's it called?
He's crazy.
Leverage with the oil and stuff. So
They do, but like once they move away from oil,
I hate how modern Hebrew is so close to Arabic. They did it on purpose.
Someone commented this last week. I know our Arabic
they keep stealing our words.
similar to Hebrew.
Oh, it's modern Hebrew. It's not like the Bible Hebrew.
They say khara, they say yalla, bro. They say all these words, man. When they every time they talk about the hostages, they say like khatafu, like
Yeah.
Everything sounds like Arabic, bro. Anyways, time to get into the final sort of topic or theme of this episode, which is splitting Lebanon in two. We're gonna watch something that we watched again last week, just a quick reminder. Here's a video of Ilama. He released like a 6-minute thing, giving his opinions on what should happen, and he ended it by giving his solution, which is splitting the country in two, basically.
Yeah, that worked out great the first time.
Let's have the Shias in one half, let's have the Christians in one half, or whoever doesn't want to live under Iranian rule. Let's just get a little sneak peek.
لما نوصل للوضع يلي وصلنا فيه اليوم.
With love and respect.
بدكم تسألوني شو الحل لكل هيدا الشيء وهيدا موضوع تاني. موضوع تاني
وطويل. Everyone is asking العامة please
كلنا كلنا لبنانية بالنهاية.
شو الحل؟
اوكي. تقسيم البلد. سيمبل. منقسم بدكم انتو كيان ايراني وجود ايراني خدوه انا ما بدي اياه. نعمل مطارات جديدة. هلا ايدنا على قلبنا كل ما بدنا نسافر كل ما بدنا نروح ونجي يعني مش منطق. بلا كنترول سياسي whatsoever على المطار واسلحه وتهريب والدنيا كلها بيور
مطار
ومنقسم ومنبقى اصحاب مع بعض. تجوا بتزورونا اهلا وسهلا احلى قعده احلى طاوله وانا عندكم احلى قعده واحلى طاوله منضل اخوه كلنا سوا.
بس ما تجوا على مناطق.
I have a feeling العمى will never go to the Muslim area once he's in the Christian area. Like كثير he's gonna يتحمس يروح to hang out with his Muslim friends because I'm sure he's got tons of them. I'm not trying to be. Maybe he does. بس انه يعني I have a feeling he's gonna stay in the Christian area.
Is he بدبي? Isn't he there?
I think I don't know where he lives. I've never been to his house, but like this I think is in his house this background because I've recognized it like over the years. I don't know. Okay. He back and forth maybe so that's what he thinks. This has been a popular thing for a while. Like for example, if you just go on Reddit, Lebanese Reddit, they love their dream is to split Lebanon into multiple cantons. Here's a post from a year ago by Surf Rider Sunset. About time we have federalism or even a partition in Lebanon. We can't coexist anymore with Hezbollah. Let Hezbollah have the south and Baalbek Hirmil. Let them fight their religious wars with Israel and celebrate death and martyrdom as much as they want. Then he has a whole breakdown of how this is going to work. Christians, Druze, Sunni do not have any say in the war issue. Hezbollah is currently dragging all Lebanon into war that we don't want. Blah, 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 blah. What's up?
They did that. The Ottomans did that during متصارفية جبل لبنان. It didn't work out because Christians with Druze قتلوا بعض. Are you stupid? Like shit like this pisses me off.
It's time to try it again. It's after all these years, Karine. It's time to do it again. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of shit here. We're not going to read this whole thing. But so this guy, and he shared a whole photo of how he wants the cantons to work. Here's his photo according to him. Let's zoom into that a little bit right here.
Wow, that's crazy.
So blue is for Christians. Yellow is for Druze, red is for the Shia, and green is for the Sunnis. So as you can see, the Christians are going to be getting like, I mean, most of Beirut and like
this is hilarious.
And Jounieh area. The Shia get the south, which is now being contested by these. So basically, whatever is going to be taken over by the Israelis, they want to give it to the Shia, turn it into another Gaza, basically. You know what I mean? They want to just split us up. Beautiful. I have another picture of another partition, kind of similar to this one, but it's a little bit more maybe clear and detailed. We can see the names of the towns. So there you go. So one of this has more. They got ranges of colors.
Why is Saida orange? Saida Sunni, habibi.
So Saida is also Greek Catholic. So there's some Greek Catholics in Saida apparently. So as you can see again, you know the Shia are at the bottom or in the south. The Christians are going to be بنص البلد. نحن ياخدين the Maronites. They've even split the Christians into like Maronites and Catholic and Orthodox. The Orthodox are like chilling here. Anyways.
Like we wouldn't even live in the same height.
It's confusing as fuck. You know what I mean? Like every 30 meters you're in a new area. Oh, am I in the Muslim area here? Am I in the Shia area? It's a bit too messy. What our solution is going to be cleaner, folks. We're just going to do is split down the middle. You know what I mean? Just two halves, 50-50. And we're going to split. But before we get into that, I just want to read like some more context into the whole splitting Lebanon. And like Netanyahu last week, literally we talked about this last week. He dropped the whole video, a message to the people of Lebanon. We watched it, but let's rewatch it just a little bit.
This is a message to the people of Lebanon. Do you remember when your country was called the Pearl of the Middle East?
Oh, yes, we do, Netanyahu.
I do. So what happened to Lebanon? A gang of tyrants and terrorists destroyed it. That's what happened.
Really?
Lebanon was once known for its tolerance, for its beauty. Today, it's a place of chaos, a place of war.
It's because you're bombing us, you fucking sick motherfucker. So anyways, he proceeds to tell Lebanese people to basically free yourselves of Hezbollah. If you get rid of Hezbollah, if you let go of Hezbollah, problem solved, you know what I mean? So he basically he's trying to turn everyone against each other. Things that like Al-Amma are more than happy to do. Oh, if we just turn against Hezbollah and split the country in two, you mean you'll spare us? So, yeah, there was this other post that I saw on Polyblog Lebanon. I don't know who runs this account. I think we've spoken about them before, Polyblog. I can't remember. It says bombing civilians is a crime. So is hiding among them. And I'm going to be honest, a lot of people that I know and follow shared this sentiment. Now, sure, it's fair to say you shouldn't hide among civilians, but at that point, you're making a false equivalency between bombing civilians and hiding among them. You're basically saying that if someone is hiding among civilians, it's justified that they get bombed. So in a way, you're kind of just regurgitating Israeli propaganda, American propaganda, by sharing things like this, even though I know what you're trying to say. And again, it's very fair to criticize Hezbollah. And I support the resistance, and I support resisting against colonialism and anyone who's trying to take over sovereignty. But no, when it comes... yeah, Hezbollah isn't perfect. August 4th, we don't have to talk about... There's a million things to criticize them about. But this right here, you are straight up just justifying murdering innocent civilians. You know what I mean? And that's kind of fucked up. And there's a bunch of comments that called out this post. I'm just going to read a few of them.
We're so close to a civil war.
I don't think that's what they want. They want a civil war. They want the Christians. They want the Christians to turn against like the Shia, and they want to do this the switch of power. So this is from Zihar 911. Not the time for this bullshit. A civil war is what they want, and you're just spewing helpful propaganda for them. I wish more people would use their brain and critical thinking skills. Unfortunately, so many people I know reposted this, and it's wildly embarrassing.
So true.
Yukin's post says, talk about victim blaming. It's like bombing a school because a school shooter is there. There is zero justification for bombing anywhere that civilians are, point blank, period. And Zahra Hankir says, this is embarrassing and morally bankrupt. Lebanese playing into the hand of the enemy. Disgusting. This is exactly what Israelis want you to think. Yeah. They want you to turn against your brother and be like, this man isn't Lebanese. He's more loyal to Iran than he is to Lebanon. If we get rid of them, then the US and Israel will fucking help us. Let's just kiss their feet. All that sort of bullshit.
Yeah, it's totally fine to be scared and cautious during these times. But kaman this, I know you're basically saying, I know, just bomb them somewhere else. Don't bomb here. Just bomb there. No, just don't bomb. That's the whole, like, don't share this.
And if you're that comfortable in splitting your countries into chunks, and if you're comfortable with part of that country being taken over and invaded by Israelis, that means how loyal are you to Lebanon, bro, in your country? This is just some more paranoia stuff. This is a real tweet. This is a tweet from NTV News Lebanon. بالصورة خرج سايبراني في كسروين حزب الله سينتصر. So they're freaking out because somewhere in Juni and Kislewen in the Christian area, someone wrote Hezbollah will win.
Stupid
That's not a cyber attack.
Yeah, they think it's a cyber attack. It's just funny. That's just like how crazy the paranoia is.
MTV needs a... MTV has been really annoying with this, على فكرة. The whole civil war enticement thing.
Okay, time to get to the fun part, folks. Time to split Lebanon in two. Obviously, as a disclaimer, we're kidding. We do not. None of us here want to split the country.
Major disclaimer.
None of us here want to split the country into Christian religious. I am for the resistance. I believe the problem is Israel. Okay, we should be fighting Israelis. I do not want any American involvement in this country or Israeli. I would rather die than have this country be like an Israeli ally or something like that. Fuck that. Ain't gonna happen. But anyways,
we're just doing fun sectarianism.
Fun sectarianism. We're just having a good time, folks. Just having a good time. So, we're gonna basically be reading off a list of places, locations, landmarks, famous restaurants, malls, whatever places that you've been to, Lebanon, and we're gonna see who gets to keep them, the Muslims or the Christians.
And nothing for the Druze.
That's it. Yeah, and just to keep things simple, we're going to count Sunnis and Shia together, just Muslims, all Christians together. The Druze, sorry, don't count. You don't get to play.
You don't get to play.
Okay? You don't get to play, not this time. Starting with the Rafiq Hariri Airport, folks, our airport. We only have one functioning airport in Lebanon.
Who gets to keep it?
I think because it's called after Rafiq Hariri, it's only fair that the Muslims get it. The Muslims, they get. We have to build our own airport. Like Al-Amma said, pure. We're going to make a pure airport. Pure, no weapons. Pure.
هو صح he already assessed انه خلص we're having a new
we lose the airport خلص.
Put it بجونيا.
The Raushe Rocks, the famous Raushe Rocks, you know.
Yeah, well, you can have those. I don't know.
I don't really like روشة. I don't love روشة.
روشز هلا هي لنا.
It's Muslim.
للمسلمين يلا you keep
صح
it.
هلا إلنا وإلهم so هيك حنحكي.
يلا keep it. روشة لإلكم. So you guys at the airport.
روشز ours.
Are you taking notes, Nour? Okay, downtown Martyrs Square, iconic. It's where every major Lebanese protest بتبلش بقلب downtown be Martyrs Square. It's a place of unity. When you think of Lebanon, you think of all religions. People of all sects and religions come down and they fight for their rights. And we fail to get any of our rights, but we fight. We spend a couple of weeks down there.
But there's Jama al-Amin بنص downtown.
But there is a massive mosque, an iconic mosque. So I guess...
But the thing is,
there's also a very important church there.
The thing is, it's very Christian to me. Like all the protests that happen there are very
Christian.
all Christian.
Like the iconic Jama and church photo is there.
What if we split downtown right in the middle? Yeah, بس كيف? It's in the...
هلا the thing is في كتير هلا هونيك نازحين هونيك.
خلص لكم للإسلام ما بدنا إياه. We don't want it. It's for the Muslims. I'm kidding. I don't know. To me,
في ساحة النجمة كمان no.
To me, the huge mosque, بس إنه to me it's such a
downtown خلاص like ساحة Martyr Square is Muslim. ساحة النجمة where the cafes are is Christian.
Where's ساحة النجمة? Isn't it?
Like with the ساعة with the huge clock بالنص like the circle when the parlement.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll do that.
Because there's like cafes.
Cafes, of course. Christians like cafes. Muslims don't like cafes.
Muslims
hate going to cafes. They hate going to cafes.
We like the little kid اللي بيمرق he offers you قهوة.
Deal. Saife Village. Saife Village. Isn't this too neat? Saife, I guess it's Christians.
Very Christian.
Super Christian. All right. The Christians will take. We'll keep Saife.
Gourmet burgers and shit.
How about Zaytuna Bay? I feel like Zaytuna Bay is equally split.
Since we got Saife Village, I feel like you should get Zaytuna Bay.
You get the Muslims get Zaytuna Bay.
We're being very fair.
You guys keep.
We get the yacht club, but I feel like the yacht club is very مسيحي.
Look, anyone who goes to Saifi or Zaytuna Bay is the enemy of all people. Like, those are like, whether you're Christian, whether you're... It doesn't matter what religion you're at. If you're like that rich, I don't like you regardless. So, okay, Saifi village, Zaytuna... so, Saifi is for the Christians, Zaytuna Bay, the Muslims get it.
You're welcome, guys.
Cool. Harissa, Our Lady of Lebanon. Heyda, obviously. Heyda ilna.
But Muslims do
Muslims
like
love going there.
They love going
I've been there.
Do you want to give it to them? Do you want to go that far?
لا انه ما حيخلونا بس انه they do love it there.
نحن لقلنا حريصة لقلنا. The temples of Baalbek.
They're getting bombed by Israel هلا so they're ours.
They're ours. Temples of Baalbek, but who built them? The
Romans.
The Romans.
And what are the Romans?
Were the Romans Catholic? What are the Romans?
They were Christian, yeah. I mean, actually it was before Jesus.
Did they build them before Jesus?
Right?
And the Romans weren't Christian yet, but they turned into
They became
They turned into Christians. We got pre-Christians. You know, proto-Christians. We got to keep the temples of Baalbek, I'm sorry. And you got the whole ancient aliens thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Cedars of God, Bsharri.
That is ultimate
This
Christian
is the land of Uwait. It is the land of Uwait. Honik is, you go there with the salib, منه مشطوب بيشطبوا لك إياه. So Bsharri is going to the Christians. The Jaita Grotto. Jaita Grotto. I hate the word grotto, by the way. I fucking hate this. Call it a fucking, it's called a grot usually, or like a cave. A grotto. Let's go to the grotto.
Yeah.
Grotto.
Who says that? I sounded like...
Grotto is like a creep, like an old, it's like the Playboy mansion.
Italian.
It's like a grotto with like a pool. Like, let's go to the grotto. Like
yeah, it does sound creepy.
Like some champagne or something. That's kind of, but like grotto. Jaita, like Jaita grotto من بعد. I hate it, I'm sorry. Jaita.
هلا نحن بنحب جعيتا.
It's a beautiful cave. I've been there once, maybe twice.
I've been there twice.
It's nice. When I was young.
It's gorgeous.
Oh.
I know.
It's Christian.
It's in your area.
It's in Christian areas. We're not thinking areas now. We're just
yeah.
Do Muslims like caves?
I mean, famously, yes.
Jesus was born in a cave.
So
do
we have tunnels.
We have Jesus, though. I think Jesus, just to make it not racist, I think Jesus keeps.
Fine, you can have Jaita.
We keep the Jaita Grotto. Sissin, Sehed Sissin.
With that huge ass statue there.
ساحة سيسين obviously goes to the Christians. الأشرفية البداية, as everyone knows. The Melita Museum.
Melita Museum.
If you've never been there, would you like to explain it?
It's like a museum or like a landmark that commemorates when Hezbollah kicked Israel out of the south in 2000. And are you a real Shnubi if your dad didn't take you there at least once to see all of the ruins and be like, yeah, نحن منتصرين? I'm like, yeah, exactly.
I've been there on a school trip.
Really?
That's awesome. That's
لا
cool.
ثانية the museum is legit really cool.
Yeah, it's very
like
cool.
it's so nice.
This is the one with like a tank outside or something?
في tanks.
tanks.
A lot of uniforms and guns and
You
shit.
can go through like a tunnel inside the mountain.
I feel like they're gonna bomb it though.
I don't know if it's safe because it's in like the south. Anyway, and then they make you sit in like a cinema room and you watch speeches and shit. They had definitely no.
Definitely. You've earned it. Byblos Castle.
I love Byblos Castle.
Muslims love Jbel.
We do love Jbel.
They love Jbel. They love Jbel around Christmas time.
Yes. Like next to the
But
tree,
there's also a lot of extremist Christians in Jbel. Like, didn't they kick out Mashrour Layla and all of that as well? Or was that Muslims?
No, that was Christians there, yeah.
I think it was Christians and Muslims, like, they united in their hatred for
Brief
Mashrour Layla.
unity.
Jbel is Christian, I know.
What that was the Byblos film festival.
Like we get to keep the Byblos Castle. You guys keep the Saida Castle. How about that?
Yes.
Muslims, you want the Saida Castle?
Yeah.
We'll keep Byblos, you keep Saida Castle.
Sounds fair.
Sur landmarks. What are Sur landmarks?
It's Sur also has an El'a, like a castle situation, and like a bunch of landmarks in the middle of the city, like really old ones come in from like back in the day. So those are also ours.
Sure. You get to keep them. شو العمى مبسوط؟ Lama's not going to see any of these things anymore.
Yeah.
Lama's going to be hanging out بساسين. Jezin waterfall.
Jezin waterfalls.
Jezin كمان بجنوب.
Yalla, it's yours. Yahshush waterfall. Hey, there's every single Christian influencer I've seen.
I've never been
there. Has been
hiking to Yahshush. So Yahshush is going to the Christians, folks. We're done with sites, folks, historical sites. Now we're going to go to like businesses, you know, malls, restaurants, fun stuff. Starting with, well, this one's obvious. Simple Butter. Simple Butter goes, hey, we've been waiting for this. This is Simple Butter's time to shine, baby.
Ultimate truth, yeah.
Simple Butter goes to the Muslims. نحن we get to keep Swiss Butter. Swiss Butter إلنا. انتو نيا les musulmans بتروحوا chez Simple Butter. So that's what happens there.
They basically made it that way with the alcohol situation.
Right?
Yeah.
And Ergile. Simple Butter's got that hookah, baby. Oh yeah. McDonald's أكيد. The Christians are more than happy.
Zionist, it's Christian. Yeah.
They're more than happy to shit on boycotts. You know, like Christians probably started eating McDonald's extra when ever since the Israelis started bombing Palestine. So McDonald's, Christian area, Starbucks, Christian area, Stories coffee.
Stories is yours.
Muslim is going to go to the Muslims because the Muslims are going to be like they're not going to be down with drinking
My
Starbucks.
Dad's obsessed with Stories. Every day he's like, let's go to Stories. I'm like, yeah.
Anna, I haven't tried their coffee, but I'm obsessed with their frozen yogurt.
Yeah, my dad loves both. It's really good, Avigdor.
It's really good.
Well, look, I mean, there's also like a bunch like Cafe Yunus, all those Stories. Anyway, KFC. This is a tough choice because KFC because we know that
Shias love KFC.
They love their fried chicken.
And they love fried
chicken.
But
it's boycotted.
But KFC is boycotted. So press KFC. As a Shia, would you still eat KFC?
The thing is, KFC فرع روشة is just the epitome of Shia, and like it's كتير هيك. But the thing is, I don't know anyone who's been there since the boycott.
Exactly. So where does it end up?
Maybe it should be Christian.
I feel KFC.
ولازم يسكروا فرع الروشة because if it's not ours, it can't be anyone else's.
هيدا إلنا فرع الروشة إلنا.
I felt that.
So KFC goes to Christians?
I feel at this point.
All right. Yeah.
And then we'll have the other fried chicken.
If you're pro-resistance and you're anti-Israel, you ain't gonna be eating no KFC. So yeah, the Christians we're taking it. Le Mol Dubai.
That's Christian as fuck.
That's us. Okay, that's Christian.
في لمول صيدا.
أبسي دبي وأبسي أشرفية كمان.
You want لمول صيدا.
أبسي دبي وأبسي أشرفية Christians. أبسي فردان.
Muslim.
We'll give it to the Muslims.
I'm always there. Always there.
This one's intense. City Center, يعني Vox, which has the only IMAX screen in Lebanon.
Yeah.
It's in Hazmiye, predominantly Muslim area.
I feel like Hazmiye is pretty mixed.
But I feel city center.
City center is very Christian, no?
No, I feel the
I don't know,
opposite.
there's-
City mall is Christian.
City Mall, yeah.
City center is
No one wants City
Shia.
Mall. I have City Mall on the list. We're not.
No
gonna-
one wants
No
it.
one wants City Mall. They can bomb it. خلاص, no one. City Mall can go.
There are
City
weapons
Mall.
under City Mall.
City Mall, we don't want it. So City Center, like, look, there's an IMAX screen. Everybody loves IMAX. Christians and Muslims, as far as I know.
Anthony really wants City
And I want the
center.
IMAX screen. But
But I feel city center is innately like Muslim.
it's a bit more Muslim though. I think the Muslims get it,
But it's the biggest mall in the country.
and it's got IMAX.
That's got IMAX.
But we don't.
But we got most of the malls.
Yeah, you did get Muslim malls. It should be
Yeah,
ours.
but like, at least look, Vox, the AC doesn't work there half the time. So you know what? The Muslims can keep it. We don't want it, okay?
Anna, I
خلاص.
usually
the
don't
tickets
like
aren't
Vox,
aesthetic
yeah.
enough.
So Vox, the Muslim half the country gets to keep Vox.
We get to keep.
Okay, City Mall. No one wants City Mall.
No.
We don't
No,
want City Mall.
مسيحية بس.
Beirut Sus.
Oof.
Didn't they reopen the? We saw a video like a
هلا
couple
عم
months ago.
بس هلا they're rebuilding, reopening with a bunch of boycotted places. So Zara.
Like
and,
Zara.
So Christians are
so
definitely
it's
going to
a
be going
Christian,
to. Yeah. Okay.
You're
So
gonna have the cinema لتحت, Anthony.
the Christians will keep that. Like the Beirut cinema looks
fine.
nice. Like they
I
have all
love
the
it.
screens and stuff.
I spent like all my
بس-
teenage years there.
بس هلا most like there's a whole floor that isn't functioning anymore.
خلص,
Like they
huh?
closed it.
Which one لفوق ولا تحت?
God damn.
تحت, I think.
It's always been like this.
If I remember
It's
correctly.
always been like semi-deserted. It's very depressing. Okay, so Beirut Sus is for the Christians. The Spot Mall. We got a lot of malls.
Yeah.
The Spot,
The
Shwaifit, Masakat.
شويفات.
Didn't it close down?
وفي واحد beside
I think the Spot closed. Oh, so one of them closed down. The
I
one that
think-
had IHOP.
شويفات might have closed, yes. But they
Yeah.
were, that wasn't the talks for a long
They
time.
opened an IHOP in the
Give
mall.
me
They opened an
IHOP,
IHOP.
Yeah, I used to go all the time. It was really good.
In which mall was it? In which one was
It
it?
was Spot شويفات.
So Hayda Sakkar, right? They closed. I think Spot Shwaifit doesn't exist anymore.
I don't know because they were thinking of closing it for a long time. I don't know if they ended up closing it.
Okay, well you can keep it.
But it's ours. So.
You can keep it. But yeah, there was
And
an
it had a
IHOP.
cinema.
There was an IHOP in Lebanon briefly, and it's gone.
And Raising
What?
Cane's was in it. Raising Cane's was in Spot
Sure.
شويفات.
The chicken tender place?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was really
Oh
good.
my god.
You guys missed out.
Okay, Central
What?
Mall. Central Mall. Isn't that the one in like where's
Central Mall is the Swiss is the simple butter mall.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
okay.
So
then خلص.
Hayda Elkon.
And it has Lodi's and it has everything. It has everything.
Okay, this is a little...
Lodi's, I've heard, is very good.
Yes.
Lodi, by the way, is a beautiful name for our longtime viewers. Lodi, if you're watching. Sky Bar. We got some obvious. No one goes to
Bars.
Sky Bar anymore. We're just writing like. When people think
So
of
I don't
clubbing
know
in
about the
Lebanon,
Sky
boomers, they
Bar.
think of Sky Bar. Like Sky Bar, oof. Like, I've never been to Sky Bar in my life, by the way.
You guys
So,
can have it.
who wants Sky Bar?
I don't want Sky
The
Bar
Christians?
as a
No one wants Sky
Christian.
Bar. So I guess the Christians. But
The
Sky Bar
Christians.
currently is housing refugees and housing displaced
Really?
people. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a whole video like this. So pretty props to Sky Bar. But I guess the Christians can keep Sky Bar.
Okay.
Grand Factory.
Okay. Grand Factory has a lot of.
It's mixed.
Yeah, it's mixed.
But it's haram.
It's haram.
It's haram,
I mean,
yo.
we deserve something. No,
It's
you guys.
haram. I mean, hey, do you wanna be the Muslim representative for clubbing and drinking? Hey, on camera, be my guest.
Someone has to do it.
مسؤوليتك.
Shias don't care about this stuff.
Labs عن جد, like Grand Factory, like it's pretty mixed. If I have to
It
guess.
is mixed.
It's giving me Christian vibes. It's giving me Christian
It is
vibes.
Christian.
Love night
Love night, all that-
شو هال
All that haram stuff.
Horny.
yeah,
Oh,
like
they
that
do
is-
like drag stuff sometimes too. Yeah.
I know it's haram, but haram is I'm saying haram. Haram.
haram.
Haram.
Harambe? Okay, so Grand Factory Sky Bar are Christians. It descends. I don't know why. To me, that's like the most
Why it
Christian beach. My vibe. It's like the most cheesy, typical beach. Idde.
Yeah, it's yours,
Overpriced.
for sure.
Yeah.
We'll have palm
Pay
beach or something
$30
like
to get in or something.
Stupid
It
resort.
descends.
نحن بنروح على الجية.
Shawarma
Mansour.
Jabbour. Jabbour shawarma. I'm a big fan of
I'm a big
Jabbour is definitely
Jabbour.
yours.
Jabbour is ours.
Sa-
Barbar
Barbar's ours.
is yours.
yours.
We get Jabbour, you get Barbar. Crepe away roadster.
Ah, fuck. صعبة.
I guess we have to split these.
ثانية ايه بدنا
We gotta
نتفق.
split these. Someone keeps crepe away, someone keeps roadster. They're close enough. Like I have
I feel-
history with crepe away.
You guys can have.
I have
Crepaway.
history with crepe away with the whole Delicious ad. They
Yeah,
reached
you
out
do.
to us. We've made peace.
We're friends with Crepaway.
The Christians will keep crepe away.
Okay, we'll have.
Oh, you're sad. Hey, debate. I'm down to change my mind. I'm not.
I feel Roadster is more Christian.
Really? بس
In
في
what way?
مناطقنا كلنا. There's like 7 of them in
Crapaway
Beirut.
لا أنا لأن I see more crapaways.
Are there crepeways in Muslim areas?
No, Crapaway is very like up north.
I say عندكم شو بك انت جاي
أنا بحكي عنا وعندكم.
عنا وعندكم.
خلص.
Okay, no, listen. Roadsters, there's a lot of it in Beirut, and like the thing is, roadsters come in is also like Crapaway, where it's like there's a lot of it على Strad Junior and stuff. So
who's done better Muslim outreach, Roadster or Crepeway? I'd like to know actually. I know. I do get Crepeway has more Christian vibes.
The thing is, Roadster has more.
I don't know why. I was like, I walk into Crepeway, I'm like,
I'm getting a different vibe. Come in, I don't know why. I have no reason.
Because I can imagine a Muslim person in Roadster. I can't imagine a Muslim sitting in Crepeway.
We don't eat at Crepeway.
Does that make sense? Crepeway is Christian, Roadster is Muslim.
And we'll take Dika Duke while we're at it.
The Muslims?
Yes.
Actually, I'd never eat Deek Juke, so you can keep
Really?
it.
Oh my god, I love it.
Very rare.
هن same parent company تبع Roadsters.
Yeah.
بس إنه more chicken and cheaper.
They had a good chicken, the chicken hottie. That was nice. That was a
Their
good
chicken and their ranch is really good.
السنيور. المطعم السنيور, if you guys know Lebanese food, أرجيلة, أجواء. I think it's pretty Christian.
It's very Christian.
It's very Christian السنيور. Okay, نحن we keep سنيور. مطعم الشمس.
مطعم الشمس بعنجر. That one's for us.
But I love that place. عن جد, I love it so much.
Is مطعم الشمس like a سنيور-like place?
Lebanon more than that. It's less cringe.
How about chicken?
It's very far.
How about chicken? هلا. As we said, we have already said that Shia love fried chicken. They love roasted.
We love Hawa chicken specifically as well.
Hawa chicken, and I've only seen Hawa chicken in Christian areas. هون بالزوق, زوق مصبح, وين ما كان.
مش مزبوط لا.
ما بعرف, I don't know. Is there?
في عنا مناطقنا كتير كمان actually.
You got some Hawa chickens?
We got Hawa chicken. My grandpa عنده
Why you look so offended, Nour? I'm not
لا
insulting.
إنه Hawa chicken land is literally everywhere.
أنا بس بعرف مناطق المسيحية شو بدي فيه.
That's where he hangs out.
I only hang out. What do you think I go to Muslim areas?
With العمى.
I'm gonna hang out in the Christian area. مع العمى. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. لا because إنه جدي عنده ملحمة. He has a butchery and his chicken he stocks it from Hawa chicken. So that's why for some reason I always associated Hawa chicken with like a Muslim thing. When I discovered that the founder is Christian, I was surprised. For some reason, I don't know.
Because of Muslims' love for fried chicken, I think it's only fair that they get to keep Hawa chicken.
Yeah, because you guys got KFC.
Oh, yeah, we are but we don't want to. Yeah, the regular Christians. I won't eat KFC, but no, the others will eat it.
The other.
Type. Muslims get Hawa chicken. Malik al-Tawu, the Christians don't get that.
لا, you got too much chicken.
And we'll take Al-Abdullah actually.
We're getting Malik. We'll take Al-Abdullah. We'll take King Fadi. ناخد نحن King Fadi. King Fadi better than Al-Abdullah. King Fadi has better sandwiches than Abdullah.
No, he doesn't.
Bala, he does.
I'm just sad that we're losing all these places and it's not actually.
That's what happens when you have to split a country in two. You have to make sacrifices. You can't keep everything.
وممنوع. ممنوع.
يعني roadster ممنوع تفتح فرع in half A half B. خلاص, you have to choose. People are gonna have to make difficult choices.
How funny would it be if they actually had to choose? Like, where would they? I feel like roadsters would open in the Masih area.
That they would. صح.
Plus, their menu would have variations like a chicken tender platter عند الإسلام يسموه crispy platter عند المسيحية tender platter. Is that offensive? I don't know. Is that a bad joke? Za'atar uzet. To me, this is like city mall. No one should fight for Za'atar uzet.
I love Za'atar uzet. I'm taking it.
Ah, no.
Plus, it's a very Christian thing to me.
I have memories with it, guys.
You can take it. Honestly, to me, vibes. It gives off Christian vibes for some reason.
Because
after
clubbing,
give off Christian.
But I do not want Za'atar uzet.
But we're just haters.
Okay.
So
Za'atar uzet become affordable again, so I can fight for you.
So you'll take it, and then Muslims, I'm sorry that you're stuck with Za'atar uzet. I apologize.
I feel bad. I like. No one should have that.
She wants it. You're happy with Za'atar uzet.
I want Za'atar uzet.
She wants it. She wants it.
I never have the naish there. I only have the famous chicken or the avocado one. The artichoke one.
Yeah. Snack al Jawad.
That's obviously for us.
Muslim.
وين snack al Jawad?
snack al Jawad originally بصور and في واحد بالمشرفية and then one in طريق المطار. So they're all fucked right now.
This one's difficult because this one there's an Abu Arab, Kak Abu Arab everywhere. Who's gonna have who's keeping Abu Arab?
I want to fight for Abu Arab actually.
I think
Muslims? You mean?
I think Muslims.
It has Arab in the title until you're French. So.
It has
no,
more,
we're Phoenicians.
Arab is a bit more. وبحس Muslims like Simsum more than Christians. Is that true? Sesame?
We love الكعكة.
Samsung is an interesting way to.
Does that make sense?
that
Muslims like
أصلنا.
sesame seeds more than Christians. It's just a vibe thing.
We love
I'm kidding.
tahina and
I like
حلاوة.
tahina.
What about حلاوة?
And I don't really eat kak Abu Arab, I'll be honest, so it's I'm not fighting for it.
خلاص,
Like,
I think
don't mind.
it's Muslim.
Muslim, yalla,
Yay.
مبروك. حليب sweets.
I love halab.
حلاب is more Sunni than الحريرة.
طب okay, so
Yeah.
Muslims keep حليب, نحن بناخد السي sweet. Muslims get حليب,
أكيد.
Christians
Si sweet, obviously.
سي sweet. Kempinski, شو Kempinski?
It's the resort.
It's a resort.
Summerland.
Summerland? أنا بعرف اسمها Summerland.
It's
Kempinski
originally
Summerland
اسمها
اسمه
Kempinski.
هلا.
Kempinski Summerland Resort. Hey, that's giving me Christian vibes.
It is giving Christian vibes.
Summerland.
Is
I had a
it?
cousin who used to go to Summerland
Okay.
when I was a kid. He'd say Summerland.
Okay, you can have
Tiki's Burger.
Tiki's Burger.
Tiki's Burger.
Tiki's Burger.
وين محله تيكيز؟
Tiki's so أول شيء عنده محل بالضاحية obviously and
إلكم،
فتح
خلص.
فرع جديد بالجناح so قلنا
Double إلكن.
oh my god the guy is really funny on Instagram he's like super مقاومة I love him
عنا ال AUB وال LAU. Oh, this is tricky. AUB.
this is tricky
Lebanon's finest university. Well, now it's only going to be available for one religion. Who's going to get AUB? And AUB gives me everything vibes. Hamra usually gives me more Muslim vibes in general. When I go to
Hamra is
Hamra,
Muslim.
I think Muslim.
وعينه مريسة
So
yeah.
بحس AUB by default.
بس LAU is also on حمرا هلا فوق شوي
LAU gives me more Christian vibes than
ايه أنا
إيه كذا عندكم فرع
كمان.
ببيبلوس
LAU gives me more Christian vibes than AUB.
أنا كمان. AUB I think أصلا is more Muslim.
The Muslims, I guess you get to keep AUB. You get the finest university in
Yay,
Lebanon, and we get LAU, the
You got-
runner-up or something.
Also we
Something
have.
wrong
You
with
can have you Zach
But you have Jamat al-Hariri, isn't that enough for you Muslims?
That's
No.
what I wanted to say. And there's that. There's also Isaac. There's Antonia. There's like
those are all
very.
yours Sajas
And we
Those are
have
all yours.
many Christian
wait
universities.
what about USG
So we don't have another. So خلاص, you get to keep AUB.
Okay.
You get to keep AUB. You're getting to keep. You're keeping simple butter, so you get to keep AUB. LAU للمسيحية. TV stations LBC MTV جديد blah blah blah. هول كلهم Christian.
كلهم.
no الجديد لإلنا
الجديد لكم yeah. الجديد I mean just because they're fair relatively.
ما.
LBC MTV Christian.
Christian Wit
الجديد even OTV لكم يعني technically.
OTV is very Christian
ايه بس انه عونية.
ايه
ايه بس انه عونية والمقاومة.
بس
Eid بإيد.
بس
Maybe not
right
anymore.
now, not very much.
Not anymore,
لا.
not anymore, huh? And we don't need OTV. LTV,
لا،
LBC,
عونية
MTV,
are
Christian, الجديد يلا بتاخدوها انتو. Les musulmans. الموفنبيك شو الموفنبيك الأوتيل؟
the resort
كمان
تحت yeah
resort.
حد ال Summerland
I think
Muslim.
Muslim.
It's giving me Muslim vibes in Movenpick.
Movember yeah it
هيك
is
بيعملوا
it's ours.
كتب كتاب بالموفنبيك خرج شيء هيك.
I don't think they've ever done that but that's
Is
funny
this? I don't know if I'm being racist. Apologies if I'm being racist.
now they're
folks.
gonna start.
Final thing. Rebound. هول في ملاعب الباسكت والفوتبول. Here's the controversial thing. I feel like the basketball courts are more Christian, and the football courts have more Muslims playing.
wait what about Riyadh though
ما بعرف. That's a good point.
Riyadh
What about حكمة yo? Am I completely wrong? First of all, who's more athletic? Shia or Christian? Muslim or Christian? Then help me out here, folks.
it's interesting
Should I repeat this?
'cause
maybe بعيدة.
basketball is more Sunni but football is more Shia so there's a distinction there
What are Christians? But Christians كمان الحكمة
Christians
والحكمة used to dominate basketball.
basketball
Rebound is basketball.
Can't help,
هيدا.
guys. It's all
you
you.
can have rebound
We'll take the sports stuff.
all of them
The Christians will take. خلاص, the Christians got basketball and football, folks.
لا no ثانية. The Muslims can have football. We can have basketball and paddle.
but you can
No
have
paddle.
paddle
It's
You
very
can have
Christian.
paddle. What
Paddle,
about rock
all right,
climbing?
sure, paddle. Ping pong too. While you're at it, I can't imagine a Muslim
هلا
playing
I
ping
know the
pong.
trend is paddle and it's very
The trend is
Christian.
paddle.
So
Do Muslims play ping pong?
yes
They play table tennis. Why can't I imagine a Muslim playing
And,
table
you
tennis?
practice sports.
شو اسمها هيدي اللي على الحيط squash
Oh, they play squash?
we play squash
That's cool.
I don't play squash I'm not athletic my dad used to play squash
Well, anyways, folks, we hope you've enjoyed our split. We're going to have a full shot of everything, how the country looks now. Let us know if you forgot anything, like a restaurant. Did we forget like a landmark? بيت الدين لأننا خلاص المسيحية نحن بناخد بيت الدين.
Yeah, you can have
How
a
about
wax
that?
museum as well.
The wax museum. Oh my God, the wax
No,
museum.
I don't think anyone wants that.
It's freaky though. It's really bad.
You
wax
can have
museum.
it.
It's awful.
It's really bad. So anyways, we hope you've enjoyed this random episode. Let me take a second to thank our brand new patrons. Again, abductee patrons like Fufe and Erica McCallion. Superhero patrons like A Rose for You, EK, and Samir Ansari. And got tier patrons Tamara Isa and Google Sensors. And let me take a second to thank some other patrons that we love so much. Got tier patrons like Rifat Fakih, Elia Mujabber, Jessica Ann, Jack Sleeman, Siso Hayek, Dominic Selzer. Beloved superhero patrons like Kevin Massad, Dr. William Watfa, the Boobs Doctor, Bonnie, Elias Salibi, and Aziz. And blonde patrons like Reem Ai, Capri Sun Pappy, Black Magic Magician, Biro, and Lucy Mafousi. If you guys would like to support this small independent YouTube channel, the best and only way to do so, especially right now during the war, is to support us on Patreon. It's the only way that we can keep our interns paid. So
The crew.
It is the only way that we can keep the crew paid. So we thank you for that. We will see you next week, hopefully, if we don't take a break. We were supposed to take this week off, but I was like, I can't.
You're welcome.
We felt guilty, folks. We have to keep talking about Lebanon. So with all that said, folks,